Russia bans New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern from entering country.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia has released a blacklist of New Zealand figures, including Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and other MPs, banning them from entering the country. The blacklist of 130 people includes all 120 members of parliament, Governor-General Cindy Kiro, the country's spy chiefs and some defense force figures. A translated statement on Russia's foreign ministry website condemns Wellington for following a so-called Russophobic course and docilely following other Western countries. It is in response to new government sanctions on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. New Zealand imposed a 35% tariff on all Russian imports yesterday, in response to what the government said was abhorrent and reprehensible atrocities committed against Ukrainian citizens. It is New Zealand's first tariff since the formation of the World Trade Organization, and the high rate means it is likely not economic to export from Russia to New Zealand at all. The United Nations has separately today suspended Russia from the UN Human Rights Council over reports of gross and systematic violations and abuses of human rights by invading Russian troops in Ukraine.
This post received a score of 25,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Oh no. Anyway.
She's in good company.
Poor thing, I guess she will have to holiday in the Caribbean or the Mediterranean from now on. If you don't summer in Rostov, do you even summer?
I don't know how I would cope without my villa on the Volga.
Or my mansion in Murmansk.
I'd be a mess without my igloo in Agarka.
I'd be concerned about my condo on the Caspian.
My yurt in Yakutsk.
It hardly even matters. Putin basically can't set foot outside his own country, without the need for any prohibition on his movements.
Also, was it ever even likely that Jacinda would visit Russia anyways?
It's adorable that Russia thinks anyone wants to enter their country.
I mean, sometimes people want to enter their country.
Curious about Snowden actually.
Curious.
I hereby ban Vladimir Putin from entering my house.
He can come into my house, but I'm gonna need some of that sweet, sweet corruption money.
Fine, pay Putin in any foreign currency and we return your corruption money in rubles.
I'm sure she's heartbroken.
Vacation plans ruined. Opening parenthesis.
Sad face. Where else can she visit natural wonder like Blood Red River? Located in Norilsk, most beautiful Russian town.
Slime. It's a river of slime.
Tell me, why does Russia think that any of the people sanctioning them would step foot in their country or have the need?
They don't. It's for internal purposes that they announce it. They are vilifying Western democracies as a way of explaining the misery befalling the Russian people. And this can be spun as part of that story. Remember, the reality inside Russia is whatever Putin says it is.
My people, your suffering is due to New Zealand. But then he needs to explain how NZ exists, despite not being on any maps.
When they told the artist NZ goes on the bottom of the map, they misunderstood and flipped the paper over.
Well done, we were all just itching to move over there too. Our borders just opened up again.
I had plans to go to Russia for my holidays. Oh well, I'll just have to go to some other economically desperate place instead, like Tasmania.
Ooh, ban me next.
We should find something to stand in solidarity? Like going to NZ?
Sorry, but borders are closed, but only for a couple more days. Fine. I'm gonna start my own New Zealand. With blackjack. And hookers. You know what, forget New Zealand.
New Zealand has legal prostitution and casinos.
Russia does New Zealand Prime Minister a favor. Now she can avoid that awkward moment when Putin invites her, and she turns him down.
And doesn't have to reject the tea she is offered.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.